So today is the great chicken migration. We are moving the new pullets out to pasture instead of just up by the house. What this is gonna do is just allow them to be out and do chicken things and not be up close to the house. When chickens are up close to where they, were born and around, that causes them to make that their home. So you kind of have to put them in an area that's a little new to them for them to actually stay. But in short, we got to move the chickens. To move the chickens, I need the backhoe because I have to pull the trailer. And to get the backhoe, I've got to put diesel in it because my grandpa used it last and it's completely out of fuel and it won't start. So I have some fuel in the transfer tank and I am going to back up here along the backhoe and put a little bit of diesel fuel into the backhoe so that way we can get these chickens moved. Backhoe has a little diesel now, 10 gallons or so, but yeah, there's no fuel. So I'm pumping the lift pump and there was absolutely no fuel. So now we're getting fuel up to it. I think my lift pump is also going bad because unless the tank is really full, you have to prime it. So, oh man, that's not good. Brand new tire. This tire was new this year. Look at that. Got a little excessive somewhere. So I'm going to pump this until we get fuel. I don't know if I've got fuel yet, but we're going to try start it. We're going to have to give it some boost juice because this thing does not like to start in the cold, unfortunately. So I was sort of afraid of that. The other day I found that somebody left the key on. So I'm going to go grab the work pickup, which I need to get anyway because I need to take the red pickup back because my wife needs it. So we're going to grab the white pickup, make sure we have jumper cables, which we should in there. We're going to get this backhoe jump started. We got fuel, I feel it. Now that the trailer is in its place it's gonna live, you can see there's grass and alfalfa and all sorts of stuff out here. We've got to help the chickens. They don't understand, especially the younger ones, because the only chickens that are right down here are ones that have been here for a while, not the new pullets. So I don't think there's any in here. Oh, we got a few, so that'll help. We have a few in here, but now the goal is we'll go get the fence. We need to get feed. We need to come out here and build the fence. The fence is not necessarily keep the chickens in, but to keep predators out at night. During the day we don't really have problems, but also we need to get these chickens to head this way. Like, they're gonna live here, not up there. And then any stragglers, which hopefully is very few, tonight we will catch them while they're roosting and bring them down here, and then they won't really want to go back to the house because it's quite a long ways. But the only downside to the trailer being down here and this being kind of a makeshift chicken tractor is that we have to pack water. So we're gonna have to pack water all winter anyway, and we're just gonna start a little bit early. So that kind of stinks, but I mean, that's a small price to pay for really good eggs. But you can see they're slowly starting to trickle through the pasture and come this way. We will get more and more as the day goes on, but I need to help motivate them a little too. I'm gonna take the backhoe, we're gonna go grab the fences, and hopefully get more of them to follow us down here. I decided on a slightly different course of action. Right now, going to get the fence is only gonna screw up the few that are here that are trying to come in, but what I am gonna do is walk over and get the work pickup. I'm gonna grab some feed out of the shed, and they should follow the crap out of me. You can see there's quite a few around me. I went ahead and loaded up a bunch of feed so we can fill those barrels up. And now we're just gonna see if they'll slowly follow me down there. Come on. Come on, chickens. I don't know, I think I'm gonna go through the yard and try to pick up more. Look at them. Excited chickens. We'll just pull through the yard here, back over by their pen, and try to pick up more of them as we drive through. And that way, any of them that were stuck in the fence that's a U or a little J right now, we get them the chance to follow. Come on, chickens! They're coming. We got some coming back up the driveway even. I don't know, you can't see it on this side, but I don't know if you can see it in the mirror. You should be able to. They're wanting to follow. I may have to get out at some point and just like shake the feed bags and kind of like, you know, agitate them a little bit to keep them moving, because like I said, they're going away from home, so they're not sure. As long as I keep them moving, I think they will just come on with it. Yeah, they're slowing down at this road. I don't know what it is about the road, but they slow down. They come on with it. They're coming now, better. You can see we're getting more. I think it's just getting them to come on. And then obviously just start the feeding process. I'm gonna put a bag out on the ground just to get the group to something to peck at. And then once they realize the trailer's here, they'll probably stay here. Now we'll be feeding the barrels. I think we got half of them. Now that we got all the barrels filled up for a couple of days, I'm just kind of looking and seeing which ones are here. I know we have quite a few barred rock hens. I don't see any of them. So there's a group of 100 that are kind of all came together. I see a barred rock hen down there a little ways, but these guys are still starting to trickle down this way. I'm starting to see chickens move this way. So I'm gonna leave the pickup here because they kind of know the pickup brings them food. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the backhoe now, go get the fences, and just try to, you know, get the fence, make their home not the home, make their old home not the home anymore, and make this their new home. Bring the fence down here, you know, get them some water and that kind of thing. We'll see if it helps. If not, tonight I'll just have to gather a lot of chickens. Freaking cows decided to be naughty, so I got the wire picked up, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. They're just, the chickens did not act like I was hoping they would, but cows are over here being naughty. They've got, I don't know, 300 or something acres, more than that. They've got 450 acres to roam on. And how much of it was, there's 160 acres that was field. You got all the edges and stuff, but they just want to come along the fence and push out under this tree. Be bad. Favorite cow, she's doing good. The bulls are fighting. I have a feeling number 28 is in heat, and she's kind of been doing that. I'm pretty sure she's one of the cows that had a really late calf, and so it's probably time for her to be cold. She's older and she's been late the last few years. So, but overall, herd health is looking really good. Fat and sassy. See, sassy. Oh, here's one of our 18-month-old bulls. So you can see he's running back up in here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she is in heat, which is not good. So, 18-month-old bull looking pretty good. Huh. So this bull, this is his mother, and she's going to be pulled out of the herd because we know who all the bulls' dads and moms are. So he's going to get pulled, she's going to get pulled out of the herd and get put on that other red bull, because the other red bull has different genetics and we can use him on her and a few others. We'll have to split them next year. So that stinks, but it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do. That red bull, so we'll let Blackjack and his half brother have everything else except for the yearling heifers next year, because they'll go with that red bull also. They're all going to be calving ease. They're all going to be smaller frame stuff, but the making of your next grass-fed and finished organic pasture-raised beef is right there. I've got a phone call. I've got some business stuff I got to go do, and then I'm going to try to figure out what to do with these chickens, because honestly, I have no idea. I'm scratching my brain, and then I have some work to do on a pivot also today. So I brought the work pickup back up here, but there is free chickens everywhere. So I'm going to walk down here to the backhoe where the fence and stuff is. I had to go chase cows because they were naughty, but I'm gonna walk down here and just see if I can get, because I have a bag of food, see if that more of them will follow me down here. I'm not sure that they will. Maybe. We'll see. So that's what I'm gonna try. But yeah, there is chickens everywhere. I see that very few of the chickens actually stayed at the trailer. It looks like the barred rock hen, the one I was talking about not being there, is still there. But it does look like the ones that have been here before are coming down here. So I guess we'll see if we can get more of them later again. These ones went right back to eating. There, it looks like there's 1, 2, I'm gonna see how many was here. 1, 2. This is barred rock hen here, she was here. This one was here. So there may have been like 4 hens here, 3. So I guess what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set up the fence and just get him a fence, and hopefully I can keep them in. And then later I can do this again, and we can just continue to get more and more of them down here. And hopefully later tonight they want to come down here and roost, because we got to get them roosting so we can get them laying. So this egg business could be profitable. But like I said, there's only that one egg. They're chilling, liking the roost bars I added. So the plan is, here, I'll walk over here and show, to enclose these roost bars. So we'll hack these ends off, and we'll actually probably put another roost bar closer to the end. We'll hack these off, put an upright, and then up to the roof, and then we'll put a roof over the top of this and sides. And that way this will be enclosed with the trailer, be more like a barn. So that way they will, you know, have a better home. Out of the wind, out of the rain, all that stuff. The fence is now set up, and what I'm hoping I can do is this group of about 100 birds will stay here and stay in the fence, maybe. And then later we'll do the same thing we did last time with the feed. We'll just walk down here with a bag of feed and try to get as many as we can in. And then later, when everybody roosts for the night, I'll just catch all the ones that don't want to come down. And that's probably going to be quite a few, but we'll just hook up the little trailer, throw them in there, and they should stay down in the bottom of the little trailer. We can back right up to this gate, open this up, kick them out in here, and they will roost and hopefully make this home. So the only other thing I need to do for these guys right now, or today, before too much later, is get some water for them. But first things first, I'm going to go clean out the brooder area where we brooded these chicks, get all the chicken manure, put in the backhoe, and then put in the spreader so we can spread it, so we can get it out away from the house, because it's up by the house, and if it gets wet, it's going to be gross. Hate that job. I went ahead and scooped up most of the manure here. There's still a little bit. I got a little fine cleaning to do, but I want to do that after I get all the chickens down to the trailer, because they've been roosting up here, up against where we brooded them in this old garage. The reason we brooded them in the old garage is it's too small to fit anything in, and it was the best thing that we had to use at this time. So, like I said, I'm gonna go dump this in the spreader, and then we're gonna try one more time to take this bag of feed, shake it around, put it on my shoulder, walk down there and get as many of these chickens put up. And then tomorrow we will hopefully tonight we'll get the rest of them. We'll get this taken down. We'll get the other chicken shed or other chicken tractor out of here, and just not have the chickens up by the house for obvious reasons. And then we can finish cleaning up the garage and this pad and just make it all clean and nice, and so we don't have to walk around and step in chicken poop every time I leave the house. I'm gonna try using, this is a 4-way bucket, or it's a clamshell. I'm gonna try just that actually worked pretty good. We're gonna have to go empty that spreader. You can see how full it is. It's not all chicken manure. It's some fertilizer left over from this spring. I'll have to go empty it out from spreading dry fertilizer for one of our customers. Just look at how dusty that stuff is. It's gonna be really nasty to spread with an open cap tractor. Let's go see if we can coax some chickens down to the trailer. I shook the bag a little bit, decided to drive through the yard again. It looks like they're gonna come this way, and I'm not gonna drive all the way down there. I am gonna shake the bag a little bit, try to get them to keep on coming. It looks like they want to. And I think this time, because we've done this already, and maybe because it's getting a little later in the day, like the sun's going down, we'll be able to get more of them to follow me over to the trailer. I think I'm just gonna walk from here. It'll save me a little walking. One problem I had last time is there was chickens going through the weeds, and it's like they didn't want to hurry up, so. Come on, chickens. And they do not like to cross this road. But this is definitely a case for, we need improved housing. We need better housing to house the chickens. It would just make, you know, this has been, I probably could have had it moved and the fence set up and everything done in about an hour, where I've spent 3.5 or 4 hours on it today, moving chickens and getting things set up for them. So definitely a case for housing, but housing's expensive. It is good housing, good chicken housing. I mean, we're looking at, for 1,000 birds or so, you're looking at about 20,000 bucks, because at that point you got to almost have automatic feeders to keep everything, you know, going. So it's like, it's expensive, but does it pencil? And it does pencil, and it is worth it. It's just got to have the capital to do it. So we'll get there. We'll get there. But I'm gonna dump this out. Well, that wasn't effective at all. I think more chickens ran out of the fence than ran back in. So I'm gonna have to do this in the dark, catch them all while they're roosting. So it is what it is. At least we got, I don't know, 1/3 of them in. Really frustrating. Really frustrating. So I may have the best idea of my life or the worst. My plan right now is to hook up the stock trailer, the little stock trailer, to this pickup and gather all of the chickens I can, which most of them are going to be roosted in like 2 or 3 spots. Get all the chickens that I can in the trailer, then drive down there to the fence, open the fence up, and kick them out. Most of them are going to be roosted at the house, or it looks like some of them are roosted on this disc. I may grab them. Oh, there's some over here roosted too, just on the ground. So either way, I'm going to try to get as many of them as I can in the trailer, and yeah, load them up. All right, I have been nabbing chickens for about an hour, I think. Yeah, right at about an hour. I've been nabbing, 40 minutes. I've been nabbing chickens. So I have a trailer load, a 16-foot stock trailer full of chickens. I did not get them all. There were some that were roosted out, just roosted on the ground. And after I plucked, I don't know, 90% of them, the last 10% got a little spooked, so they quit. But I'm gonna try to use my phone, and I'm gonna show the flashlight and try to show you unloading the chickens. It's dark, so like I can't guarantee anything, but let's get these chickens unloaded into their new pen, and then hopefully they stay there. This is really difficult to do. I thought my flashlight worked brighter than this. Oh yeah, okay. So that door, we also need to open that door. But I've got all the lights on, so hopefully they can see. I don't know, you guys can probably see, but the trailer's right here from the lights from the truck. So hopefully they will just mosey. And we got food right here. Come on. Come on. I'm sticking my foot in and just kind of pushing. Not kicking, just pushing. Trying to get them to go. And also, you see they crowd on each other. I don't want them to suffocate. Come on. That door shut again. Come on, girls. Just pushing. There we go. Come on, girls. We're on the next compartment now. They tried to get out, so I had to run around and keep them from getting out. As soon as they realize what's going on, they're kind of trucking. Come on, girls. Not kicking, I'm just pushing. They just squeal because they don't know what's going on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go. There we go. I know you can't see me very well, but I gotta hurry up and shut these lights off because they're trying to come to the light. And that's not what we want. Hurry up, we'll pull up and then we'll go shut the net wire. All right, the girls are up and I'm going away quickly, so hopefully they stay put. God bless. Hopefully they stay there. God bless you guys. We'll see you next time on American Beef Ranch.